Good evening, sir.
Anybody else in the class?
Yes, sir. Few people have joined.
I would request, if you all can switch on your camera so that we see who you are. Ishan, Rajesh, and Jayavelu, Nikhil, Vaishnavi, Abhishek. So maybe we can start. I just looked at the Google form. There is one question which says, how do we strengthen a column? It's a very general question. I don't know who was that. Yeah, Abhishek. Abhishek, you are also here. Abhishek Jain.
Abhishek Sharma, sir.
Abhishek Sharma. Okay. Now, Abhishek Jain is also having a question saying, when we got our hall ticket for exam. I don't know. It's incomplete. Yeah. So, anybody else? Ishan, I think we had a good discussion last time. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Jayavelu, I think your problem is resolved or not? That cracking, because the photographs which you sent, again, it was not very clear to make any conclusion from that, So if you have something,
the crack is developed after project completion for 30 years and more. Now the cracks are developing slightly. There are horizontal cracks only.
Maybe because this is being recorded and because of confidential reasons, maybe after this thing, we can actually have a separate discussion on that.
Okay, sir. Okay.
You may not want to share the photos over here, right?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah. So others, if you have any questions, please go ahead. We will not wait for entire 1 hour. When we are done with the questions, we will stop. Right? So Ishan, you have any doubts?
No, sir, I don't have any doubts. I'm here to just listen to some key points that you might enlighten us in this lecture.
Okay. Where are you from actually? Which?
Sir, I'm doing my PhD in NIT Surat, but I'm from Shimla.
Okay, NIT Surat. Okay. So any other question? Nikhil, Rajesh, Om Sai, Vaishnavi, Abhishek. If no questions, then I don't know why we schedule it.
There is one question.
Yes. Please.
Sir, 1 minute, sir. 1 minute.
Huh?
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes.
Sir, this is Rajesh, sir. Sir, I have one query, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
Sir, regarding a Shotcrete, we have two types. One is wet and dry, and we are using a accelerator in it to avoid a rebound. Right now, sir. So, is there
Yes.
any difference between viscosity modifying admixture and the accelerator? Both are same or different?
They are different. Viscosity modifying admixture, it is basically, it enhances the viscosity so that you can kind of avoid segregation of the
Okay,
material.
Okay, sir.
But accelerator, which we are talking, especially in terms of shotcrete, is to accelerate the setting process so that your concrete will not rebound. It'll kind of go and stick over there.
Okay, sir. But in a week 7 assignment, sir, question
Yeah.
number 8, it has been stated that
I don't have the question with me. If you have, you can share your screen and also keep your camera on so that we can see you also. If you have
Okay.
a camera, yeah,
Okay.
or show your screen. Yes.
This is one
Yes,
question.
Raj. Yeah. Oh.
is it clear, sir?
No, Nila, can you help me? You have this question paper with you?
Yes, sir, I have, sir. In short, I will read the question, sir. In Shotcrete, the addition of viscosity modifying admixtures helps in reducing rebound of concrete mix during application. Options are true or false.
I cannot really read this. It's too small. 1 second.
Okay, sir, I will send in a message, sir. Meanwhile, you can ask for other queries.
Wait, just don't shake. I can read it now. Just don't shake it. Question number 7, you said, right?
8, sir, 8.
Sir, I have posted the question in chat box, sir. It's a true or false question.
Yeah, it's not correct. I mean, so you have already marked it.
Yes, sir, but they have given an accepted answer is true.
So maybe we have to check that, Neela.
Okay, sir.
See, can you go back again? Maybe there is some keyword which I might have put to make it true. I don't know. Shotcrete, the additional helps in reducing the 1-point rebound of the concrete during the.
Sir, like adding viscosity modifying agent helps in enhancing the cohesiveness of the mix.
Yes, so that's how it does. So
it's true only.
Yes, sir, that's what. So enhancing cohesiveness will help in rebound. Will reduce the rebound.
we will get back to you on that. I will see if there is any way by which it can be false or not. It will
Okay, sir.
See, the idea of viscosity, like I said earlier, the idea is to provide a medium in which, like a good medium, not really flowable medium, in which the solid particles can stay, right? Like aggregates can stay and flow. So like I was mentioning, it will enhance the cohesiveness of the mix, which is an objective for ensuring that the rebound is less indirectly. I don't know, how do I cannot see the screen now?
So Vaishnavi has asked, can you explain what is redundancy? Like, they didn't give any.
I might have told this in class also, but anyway, redundancy is nothing but, you might have heard this in the very beginning when we talk about truss members, redundant members in truss. That is, basically the idea is that even if one member is lost for whatever reason, there will be other members which will take care of the problem. So if when we say in trusses, we say, okay, there are redundant members, that means the other members, if they do not function, these redundant members will take care of the load. So in the case of our various approaches for repair, I think that's where we use that, right? Various repair approaches, we apply multiple layers or multiple systems of defense. So if one layer or one system does not work, then the other systems which are in place will work. So those are the layers which we call as redundant systems. So it's just literal grammar, English grammar, meaning nothing other than it's what it means is it's not necessary to have it, but we can have it so that when the other systems don't work, these redundant systems will come into action. Anything else?
Assignment number 5. The question is, confinement using fiber reinforced polymer (FRP) laminate is selected as a repair strategy to strengthen the girder bridge. Select the appropriate properties given list below to include in the tender document. One is highly elastomeric, high elastic modulus, high UV resistance, anti-corrosive, high compressive strength, and highly permeable.
I cannot. Nila, is there you have the question paper? Or?
Yes, yes.
So can I share screen, sir?
Yes, yes, please.
Assignment number 5. Assignment number 5.
Yeah, I can see that question.
Sir, is it?
Not seeing.
Yes, sir. 6 number. Question number 6.
Is it visible, sir?
1 second. I have another screen, I think, opened up. I think I messed up my Zoom. But,
Okay.
yeah, now I can see. Question number 6, right?
Yes.
Yes,
The
sir.
given is accepted answer high elastic modulus. For compatibility, both material substrate and the repair material should be same elastic material. The given answer high elastic modulus to be included in the tender document.
Confinement using FRP laminates is selected as a repair strategy to strengthen the girders of a bridge. Okay. Select the appropriate properties given in the list below to be included in the tender document. Okay. Yeah. So what is the doubt now?
They use the high elastic models. For compatibility, you have to use the same elastic models both substrate and the repair material.
Yeah, same is better terminology.
Yes.
But here the word high is brought out just because you will require very good elastic modulus. So maybe, that's the accepted, answer is correct only, but if you bring in the magnitude for the word high, then it is different. But this is also correct because mainly we are looking at what is those, the second part of the choices. If you look at everything is high,
High. Yes, sir.
So I think, yeah, you are correct that it has to be matching with the concrete. That way we don't have any issues later. But I don't understand your problem with the answer. Is there any problem? You're saying that if the word high is probably not required, right?
You have to choose the same elastic model. The lecture given in the class, assignment number 5.
Yeah.
Use the same elastic model,
okay.
both substrate and repair.
Yeah. So all the choices are having high there. So that is okay to, I understand your concern. And ideally, should be of similar in nature. That is fine.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Anything else?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. This is Abhishek, sir. Abhishek Jain.
Yes, Abhishek.
Hello. Sir, till now I not got any my hall ticket for the exam, but I got it.
See, all those questions, I don't have any idea about it because you have to talk to NPTEL office only for that.
So I have given I write a message. Till now there is no reply. So it is a 5 days left for the exam. What is the reason?
Is Gomati, are you here?
1 week before.
Gomati, are you here?
No.
No, I think, right? Yeah.
So many people have written about this in the YouTube live chat as well. Better we'll ask that few people have some issue with that admit card and we'll update in the announcement or the discussion forum.
So maybe we can talk to Gomati and then see if there is any issues with this.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
But see, like Nila was telling that there are many people who are putting up this request. So
yes.
They are also probably working hard in the middle of COVID to figure out how to do things. So just bear with us. Yeah. But anyway, I am not in charge of any of these things. I don't.
Okay, sir. I just got the information key whether it will release or not, or there is some delay from your side. You are
even I don't think I can answer any of those exam related questions.
Okay.
So
okay.
Let's focus on the technical stuff here.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, all tickets not yet released so far.
Yeah. Any other questions? Oh, okay. So there is a chat. Okay. Let me see.
Hello.
Yes.
Sir, in last assignment, you have given some graphs regarding the chlorination, decay constant, or some surface threshold chlorine like this. I cannot understand the graphs.
Who is
like
speaking?
Residual life of the.
Who is speaking?
Abhishek.
Yeah. So what is the question?
Thank you for. Hello.
Yeah, I can hear. Hello. What is the question?
Sir, I cannot understand the last assignment. You have written, you have taken chlorination and surface life of RCC structure. There's some factors like chlorine surface concentration, chloride threshold. I cannot understand the graph of your lecture and the assignment questions. You have given some assignments, graphs in the assignment table, but I cannot understand that graph. Can you can you elaborate how it is related to these?
Yeah, one second. Nila, you have to help me to understand which slide he is talking about. You are muted.
Assignment number 12. Hello.
Yeah, assignment number 12, question number.
Can somebody share the screen? I don't.
Yes, sir, I can share the screen.
There is one graph.
Is this the graph?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, and next the table. Yes, I can understand what is this graph means. How it will elaborate.
See, this is distance from the surface of the concrete, right? On the horizontal axis.
Okay.
And on the vertical axis, you have the chloride concentration.
Okay.
Now, let me read the question. For a building in Kerala, corrosion signs, rust stains, cracks, and also were visible within 2 years after construction. As part of condition assessment, concrete cores were obtained, a typical chloride profile. And you said chlorination. Don't use that word chlorination. It's different thing. Okay. Chloride profile from you go back and understand what is the difference between chlorination and what we are talking here. It's very different things. Okay, so a
Yes, yes,
typical,
yes. Sorry.
yeah, typical chloride profile from concrete core is shown below.
Okay.
Okay, so basically, this is showing what is the amount of chloride in the concrete.
So
Okay.
before explaining the question, I want to highlight a point. This is assignment still in live, so you need not tell the answer, but you can explain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Nobody else told me. Thanks. So,
What? Okay.
okay. So let me now carefully read it.
So you can explain me, so what it says, or what are
What it says is very clear from the screen. You have an axis, horizontal axis, which is, let's say you are taking a core, what element he mentioned, from concrete cores were obtained. Let's assume that it is from a column, okay?
Okay.
So for making it easy for you, okay, column, distance from the export surface of the concrete. If you're talking about, let's say, at 5 millimeter deep inside the concrete surface, inside the concrete column, the amount of chlorides available is about 0.3 or something, right? Here, if I take 0.3, that is the amount of chloride available inside the concrete. And it's more or less same.
Okay.
First 1 mm, you have a smaller, lower number because it's a near surface. Because of rainwater, etc., you can have, chlorides might have got, runoff.
Okay.
So after that, it is almost similar amount. Let's assume that to be 0.3, if I can. Yeah, about 0.3 is the amount of chlorides present in concrete. That's all what it says.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Okay. Thank you.
Now, what you have to do is, from this kind of graph, you have to decide what can be the reason for the corrosion within 2 years of rebars.
Okay.
So what is the reason? Is this graph going to tell you the reason for corrosion?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Understand.
So look for the possible answers in the choices. Don't worry about if there are words which are not part of the answers. First, you have to have an answer in mind. Then you look at the choices.
Okay, sure.
Shall I stop sharing?
Yes. Yeah. Anybody else? There was some question on shrinkage. What was that? I lost.
Yes, sir. Regarding drying shrinkage, we come across a term called meniscus.
Meniscus, kindly explain. Yeah, this is like, in drying shrinkage. I don't know if I talked about that in drying shrinkage. Maybe we talked about that when we talk about shrinkage resistance and how to resist shrinkage. Or maybe surface tension is somewhere else we discussed about that. Who asked this question? Rajesh. Can you explain this a little bit more, Rajesh?
Yes, sir. It has been stated that as concrete dries, water is lost from capillary pores, creating meniscus leading to the capillary.
Can't hear you. Can't hear you clearly, Rajesh.
Can you hear me now, sir?
Yes.
Is audible, sir? Is my audible, sir?
Yes, go ahead.
Sir, it states that as concrete dries, water is lost from capillary pores, creating a meniscus leading to capillary stress in hydrated cement paste.
Yeah. So this is basically.
Can you explain?
Yeah. So this is when I'll give you an example when we talk about how to, because the shrinkage is happening because of some force acting on it, okay, inside the concrete pores. So when you reduce the surface tension of the water, this force can reduce. the force which is going to create, act on the adjacent elements and which leads to cracking them. So we reduce the water surface tension, and because of that, this meniscus. You remember the mercury when we look at in a glass tube, how it is, or even water. There will be an angle, right? Along the glass body or glass wall. Hello. So that angle will be reduced when you reduce the surface tension, and that's how we are able to control the shrinkage, or it helps in reducing the forces which lead to the shrinkage of concrete or which leads to the cracking of the concrete. Anything else?
So the same question is asked in the discussion forum also. I have explained there also what is the meniscus. So
Discussion forum. Okay, I am not seeing that here. Okay.
yes. Yeah.
Anything else?
There is a question in YouTube that I posted here in the chat box.
How to repair construction joint cracks? I don't know how to answer, but it's very, very general. So can you be a little bit, who's asking that?
Sorry. Sir, he has put the question in YouTube.
Yeah, how to repair construction joint cracks. So my straightforward answer would be to go and fill the crack. Or first you have to see, there are different things which you have to look at. Well, first thing is to see whether the crack is growing or not and understand the reason for the cracking. And based on the understanding on what is leading to the cracking, then we can think about how to repair. And it is not just filling the crack. Okay. So if you have a specific case, then I can answer the question more correctly. But otherwise, the logic would be go and find the reason for the cracking first, and then you address the problem, with a suitable repair procedure. I don't think I should give a global answer for this. Is there a remedial measures to reduce thermal shrinkage cracks? So that's again coming like, crack is already there, and if you know it is because of thermal shrinkage, maybe after all the concrete has been hardened, and probably there will not be any more cracks forming. And that stage, maybe you can go ahead and go and seal all the cracks. But again, you have to see whether, again, a problem like this on a road surface, or depending on the type of structure you deal with also. So in some cases, if it is not a problem, you have to really see what type of structural element you are talking about, and then only we should finalize on a particular solution. I don't think any of the solutions should be considered in a global manner and applied on every element. That's not correct. So when you ask such questions, please give more specific questions, then we can think about it and look at it and give you a solution. Can the people who pose the question give more insight on a specific case? Then we can discuss. I don't know who asked that question earlier. Rajesh, can you be a little bit elaborate on your question? Where you asked the remedial measure for thermal shrinkage cracks.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So there is a active hinge formation for bridges when it is subjected to a morning temperature, sir.
Yes.
About a 116 °F. Sorry, afternoon I'm saying.
Yeah, this
Due
is for
to
long
increase in
span
temperature,
bridges.
we have a active hinge formation at the base of bridges.
Long span bridges you are talking, right?
Yeah, sir. Yeah, sir.
Okay.
Is
So
there any other?
in such
Yes, sir.
cases, my
The bridges
suggestion.
has been subject.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead. You are saying something.
Yes, sir. Proceed, sir. I'm just hearing.
See, in such cases, I don't know, if you have a particular crack formed and if it is opening and closing on a daily basis, then it may not be good for the structure because these are made for long, long service life, right? So one has to ensure that that kind of, daily temperature cycles are not really happening. So maybe even we may have to go to an extreme limit of providing a good thermal barrier on top of the bridge itself, a good insulator below the asphalt layer maybe. So depends on how severe the situation is, and one may have to do an redo the structural analysis, seeing how serious the problem is, and accordingly one has to take a decision on that. Did I answer your question, Rajesh? See, if you are going to fill the crack, suppose you fill the crack when the crack is open, okay? Now next day what will happen? Again the crack will try to close. So what will happen? There will be more stress will be generated because of the filling of the crack. So is that good for the element? That you have to see. So if it is not good, you have to see what kind of material you should use to fill the crack also. It's not just filling, because main thing is this temperature variation has to be controlled. You have to have same temperature for the top and bottom of the slab. So what is that we can do to ensure that? That should be the objective. First objective. Then you fill the, once that is achieved and you have stopped the crack opening and closing, then only you should think of filling the cracks. Is that clear, Rajesh? I don't know. I cannot hear you. So again, like I said, we have to always address the root cause. Here in this particular case, the root cause is temperature variation. And how can we control that should be the first thing to look at. Okay. Yeah, so nobody has joined from last time also, right? In this group, right, Umesh?
Hello?
Nobody has joined, no? Last time also we discussed this thing for the WhatsApp group.
No, they are joining. Yeah.
They joined, okay.
Yeah.
So we should make the group active then.
Yes, sir.
I'm not getting
Today also
any
people
messages.
are joining.
No, I didn't get any messages in that. So that's why I was wondering that nobody is.
So, sir, the admin only can post the message there. So we have to post the message.
Let us open it for everyone, and if the situation is worse, then only we will see.
So group is so big that it will be very difficult to manage all the messages.
We'll see it for a day or two, and then we can change the.
Okay, okay.
We will strictly say only technical questions, you know.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah. And if it is going out of control, then we will revert to admin only option.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay. Any other questions? Anybody?
Sir, in the beginning, a gentleman said horizontal cracks in a column. So how will you deal with them? Matlab, it means ki there is less reinforcement provided in the column because that
Who said horizontal crack in a column?
in the beginning I heard someone say horizontal cracks in a column.
No, I didn't hear, so I don't know.
Okay, let us consider that there is a column which has horizontal cracks.
Mm-hmm.
So how will you manage them? What are the causes, and can we use polymers to contain it? But it is because of lack of reinforcement. So how will we address that?
So
Now, what could be the reason for
probability of formation of horizontal crack is actually
that?
yeah, it's actually less probable to have horizontal crack in a compression member. So
Yeah, but he's saying somebody we discussed about that.
if it is there is a horizontal crack is there, so we
will get closed most probably.
yes.
That was my query also.
Yeah.
Because since
So
then I've been just thinking about a horizontal crack
Yes.
in a column and how will we compress it.
it will get closed most of the time. You may not have to fill it with anything.
Yes, sir, exactly.
Yeah, but if there is a bending in column, then it will lead to
That's
horizontal
a different
cracks.
story. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a different story. But yeah.
It will be lack of moment resistance from the column itself. So we have to install some reinforcement. So how? So what will be the procedure? We'll apply shoring to contain the loads, and then we'll insert some reinforcement.
Ideally,
How
yes. Ideally, yes.
in
Ideally, you have to de-stress the column and then only you should do.
in field, how would you do it, sir?
Ishan, in guest lecture, Dhruvesh sir has explained about the laminates in a longitudinal direction. We can make the grooves, and we can in that grooves we can paste the fiber reinforced polymers to resist the horizontal cracks. So you can see that video clearly.
Okay, thank you
You can
so
better
much.
understand that.
Yes, I just recalled.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
Sir, what will be the pattern of examinations?
Pattern of exam.
Yes, sir, online examinations.
All objective type questions. All objective type.
There will be negative type. Sir, there will be negative marking only.
I don't know actually how it is. To be frank. There is negative marking, right, Neela?
Yes, sir.
There is negative marking, right?
There will be negative marking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was just looking at our group. There are 75 members in the group. Okay. So let's make this active, Umesh.
Sure, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, when will the hall tickets are coming, sir?
I already told I have no idea about that. You have to contact NPTEL office only. I think we already posted a message saying support@nptel.iitm.ac.in. So that's where you have to send it. Okay, if there is no more technical queries, then I'm leaving now. Thanks, all the best. Okay, so also feel free if you have any doubts, keep on posting in the forum. Yeah. So Ishan, you are doing PhD now, right? NIT?
Yes, sir.
With whom?
So Dr. D.A. Patel, sir, Civil Engineering Department.
Okay. What's your topic?
Sir, Infrastructure Asset Management.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then bye. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.